It's time now for better money, and we all want more of it, but maybe a shift in mindset can really help you. Exactly what Eric Hogarth is here to talk about. He's a certified financial planner and partner at Johnson Brunetti, retirement investment specialist. He's here now, and thank you so much for being with us.
It's great to be here.
So yes, especially after the pandemic, I think a lot of people have been worried about finances. But one thing that we might always be aware of is that wealthy people tend to actually think differently.
Yeah, there's different perspective on it. I mean, it's exciting to talk about what can we buy that might grow, but you also think the other side of it is how are you going to ultimately use what you're saving, right? And then you think about protection, you think about taxes, and you think about a lot more than just should you be buying Apple stock, which is fun, but a lot more to it when you're talking about planning.
Right. Okay. And the reason why, not to make everyone mad and go, well, of course they think differently because they have so much money. But the reason we're studying this is because sometimes the way they thought is what translates to having more money.
Good habits and thinking long term, not just thinking about, you know, what are we going to do for the rest of the week? And it's not being critical of that. It's hard to save, no matter what position that you're in. And it's particularly as you get closer to retirement, you think, do I have catching up to do?
Yeah.
But it's about having a plan and looking longer term. And of course, you need things available today, but you also need money for later as people live longer and longer.
So there's some traits that wealthy people have. Number one, let's talk about positive mindset. That's been hard for people to have in the last 18 months.
That's been hard for people to have. A positive outlook on you're going to be okay, and taking incremental steps today will put you in a good position later. It's easy to get overwhelmed, particularly in our current environment, about all the things that you have to do. But if you can boil it down to what can I focus on and incrementally change today,
yeah,
to put me in a good position later, it's a lot easier to get there.
Micro steps. It might just be that I'm not going to go to Starbucks or Dunkin' anymore. Whatever that $3 I was spending, $5, I'm going to put it into a savings account. I mean, there's little things that can make you feel like you're more in control. Number two, carefully managing risk.
It's exciting over the last year from a stock market perspective, exciting. All this growth. And people say, oh, it's amazing and everything is just going up so much, but we all remember times when it didn't. And it's not that you shouldn't have things growing, but you can't have everything there because you remember the other times. You need balance. And that's where risk comes in, and also thinking about what is the money for. If it's money you're going to buy a house in 6 months, you shouldn't have risk. If you're not going to touch it for 20 years, grow that money. It shouldn't be sitting in the bank making 0.001.
For a lot of people who are just working folk, just having that automatic money go into your 401k be the easiest way that you're strategizing, saving, and managing risk.
And it's a lot of times for folks, their best account, because, you know, and Joel said this before, my business partner, because people aren't messing with it. It's automatic, you're just saving into it. And you look at someone like Warren Buffett, how do you make money? Invest in the market over the long term. People are like, well, that's easier said than done, but it works. The more time you have and just being consistent, good habits, it works.
A side note, there's a great documentary. He calls compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. All right, so number three, build multiple methods of income.
So you think about retirement. So fast forward to retirement and you're thinking about Social Security. Maybe you have a pension, maybe you don't, and then you have your money, which is the only thing that you truly have control over. And we spend a lot of time now talking about, well, how much of that are you going to keep when we think about taxes, when we think about healthcare? And that's why, you know, I love Connecticut, and so many people we have discussions with, well, is this where you'll be? So you have to factor all those things, but you can't just rely on one source for income, because if something changes, if you lose your job, you're in trouble.
And lastly, focus on opportunities.
Yeah, it's always opportunity, you know, and balance. You know, all day, every day, we're talking about having different things going on. It can't be all here. It can't be all here. You need to have a plan.
So you may have grown up maybe with not a lot of money, maybe you've got some fear, whatever. There's ways to learn about this wealthy mindset. And in fact, you have a free offer for folks. It's a free book, and you can get it by going online to our website. It's The Wealthy Think Differently. Just some principles you might want to instill for yourself and your kids. And you can get it by going to our website. If you go to bettermoneytv.com, you're going to send that to people for free.
We will send it to people for free. It is helpful. Joel wrote it. It's a great book, and I think it'll help anyone who reads it.
Oh, well, we look forward to that. Thank you so much, Eric. And Scott's over there. He's got some cookies. It is National Cookie Day. It's Friday.
Kara.
Let's end Great Day on a great note.
Listen to me. I dropped and I spilled coffee all over my tie, so this is not looking good, but the cookies are amazing, so I'm just going to continue to eat away here. So invite Eric over. We can all have a cookie, Kara.
We can all have a cookie.
We can all have a cookie. I'm dipping it in my into my coffee. Listen, everybody, have a great weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week of Great Day Connecticut. We appreciate it. Eyewitness News at 4 is next. Take care.
Happy Friday.
Yay!
Thanks for watching Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Watch us live wherever you are on our mobile, on our streaming news app. And you can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.